Going to turn our attention to the international newspapers now. Nick Rushforth's with me here on set. Of course, the paper's focusing on the continued violence in the Middle East, Nick.
I'm going to start out with the International Herald Tribune here, and there you can see a photo of the horror that we're witnessing, a picture of a child pulled out of the rubble in Gaza City. There you can see it in full there, that over the weekend. Papers reporting a heavy civilian death toll. Obviously, we're seeing the horrific side of this story with that photo. Now, I wanted to just go to some of the comment pieces that we've had in the world press, and one of them I spotted in Gulf News is saying that all this violence now is nothing more than a well-rehearsed Israeli ploy. Israel is seeking to maintain a constant threat to its security. The quote that stood out for me here was, "Anyone watching the horrible sequence of death and destruction unfold again between Israelis and Palestinians will be disgusted, revolted, dumbfounded by the stupidity and the loss." So the argument there for the Gulf News in this comment piece is that, well, Israel is oblivious. It's oblivious to changes in the Arab world, and its goal is to maintain a permanent military threat.
Let's flip that coin. What about the Israeli press? What are they saying?
Well, very powerful stuff this morning in the Israeli press. I was absolutely staggered by this piece by Gilad Sharon. I did a double take. I said, hold on, who is that? And it's Ariel Sharon's youngest son. His piece there says, "A decisive conclusion is necessary. There is no choice for Israel except to flatten Gaza." And one of the horrific comments in that piece by him is that when the Americans bombed Hiroshima, they went straight on to Nagasaki and got on with the job. It's unbelievable comments, already getting a lot of reaction in the press about that article. Now, Gilad Sharon in the Jerusalem Post is saying, either we flatten Gaza and we deal it once and for all, or Israel has to go back in and reoccupy the Gaza Strip as it used to.
OK. Well, let's move on to something completely different. This is Barack Obama's visit to Burma. What are the newspapers saying about that?
Well, of course, there's a lot of attention on Burma, the good side of the story. And I saw lots of photos in the Asian press, especially. This is actually picked up from the Shanghai Daily. There, that great wall picture there. And that's in Yangon, in Rangoon, I should say, in Burma. Rangoon being the economic capital of the country, not the actual capital itself. And so, of course, yes, welcome to him. But, of course, there are critical comments, and that's in the Bangkok Post. I saw this editorial about what Obama should say to Myanmar, and it says that he should tell Thein Sein, the president, that he must give a commitment to the people of the Rohingya people in Western Burma. He must give them a commitment of citizenship. I turned to the Irrawaddy News magazine, which is written by exiled Burmese journalists, and they're saying, listen, Obama must see the dark side of Burma's reforms. The cronies and the military are still running the transition, Stuart. They are in charge of the country.
And finally, Nick, you pulled out something. Would you want to know the time of your death?
Well, I chose for this. This is to do with the story that the scientists have found the genetic variant that can influence the time of day you're most likely to die. Now, I've chosen 6 o'clock as my time of death, because then I can sort of get the house tidy and that's have a glass of wine. What about you, Stuart?
The producer's yelling in my ear 10 o'clock in the morning, because that's the time we come off air, so it doesn't matter after that. That's what she just said. Nick, thank you very much.
Famous last words.
Nick Rushforth for the International Papers here on France 24. Let's